friends, this is the third video in a little mini video series that I am doing on renovating my 1,000 square foot condo with my best friend. This is the part in the process that it got a lot more fun for me. Welcome to the Dress Up Mom. If you're already a subscriber, thank you and I love you. If you haven't subscribed, please do and tap the bell for notifications. The shutters arrived. Oh my gosh, I love them. Every morning, the shades that we had in here would bug me so much because they were crooked and not, you know, just cheapy. And now look at these. I have different ways that I can put them. Oh my God. And here's the last one. Oh my God. Love, love, love. These shutters really are one of my favorite things we did as part of the remodel. We also put screens up on our patio doors, which have been so great over the summer. We've been leaving them open. And then we got these nice shades that roll up and down. So they're like big windows and they look so much better. I think we found the place for the clock.
My
right?
My clock.
Dotto brought back one of the kitchen cabinets that he painted white. They're gonna look so good. And he put a nice fresh coat of black paint on the fireplace, which looks so much better. Look what Doug found to replace the hideous old ones. That's beautiful.
It is
good
beautiful.
work. Time for the finishing touches on the doors. Details of the oil rub bronze. And Doug, can you open that up so we can see the hinges? Because they also really look nice. See these hinges being that color. So when you walk in,
I'd like to do oil rub.
Oh my God. It's all gonna look like that. The brand new, lovely, hopefully quiet dishwasher to go with the rest of this stuff. And I really do like my new nice sink that's nice and deep and just one instead of a bunch of stuff. And we lifted all of that paper up so you can actually see the beautiful floors. Now, obviously they need to be cleaned. The new microwave is up. Looks nice, really nice, streamlined. These cabinets are gonna be so cool. I'm losing Dotto for like 10 days. But look at the floor. It's gonna be so nice. It is all gonna be so nice. The table is back. This room. He's putting up these things for me. The doors, these hinges look really nice. And then my closet is coming along. I did realize I do have a lot of clothes. Oh my gosh. I keep trying to tell myself I don't, but carting them all over back here again, I realize I really do. Look how cool. So that is lovely how that's going to work. And here it is. Doug's favorite part of the remodel.
Right.
Definitely been researched a lot. And it's gonna go up here, mounted nicely.
Well, you can do it afterwards when it's all up there.
Yes, but this thing is gonna hide all those hideous cords.
That women hate.
Yes, yes, yes.
You will.
Dougie?
Wow. Thumbs up. Wow. That's a monster.
Wow.
That's
That is awesome.
great. Yeah.
Let's see.
You got it?
Look at how thin.
Already from here. 15 minutes.
Wow.
But then from there, I'm gonna go.
Are you happy with all this, Doug?
Very happy. Yeah, I was.
Doug really did good. It's a beautiful TV. Everything is now back in here and just needs to be put away. I do get to spend a gorgeous night in my bed. Oh, I missed you, baby. There was a leak under there, which luckily the plumber came and fixed. Yep, have a little bit of work ahead of me here to put everything away, but I'm so grateful to have it all back and ready to go. This room, yeah. Still waiting on some work in these showers. I should be busy for a little while, for sure. Okay, we just shared our meal here. First meal in the place. Did a lot of unpacking today. It's starting to get quite livable and we're enjoying all of it. It'll be a little bit before everything on our list is done, but feeling so much better. We love the lights. We actually love all of it. But yep, it's getting good. When these cabinets are all white, that's gonna be amazing. This room is probably the biggest mess because we have to do carpet back in here again. Yay. Definitely leaving this place better than we found it. And very grateful to have had it. Again, it was right across the street. There's our building right there. We could just go up the stairs and it looks a lot better now, right?
It does.
Without all of our stuff. But anyway, again, super grateful. Here we are. Somehow yesterday, by hook or crook, everything got out of here. Still really don't know how it did. The new carpet in the guest room. Checking things off the list. We are so close to being done.
Great, here we go.
Oh my God.
Come on in, super designer.
My wow. Wow. We did a great.
Not we, you, honey. Come on, this is you. You could like do this for real.
There's no money in it.
I mean, thank the Lord.
This is like the Four Seasons
No,
suite.
it is. It is. Oh my God. You guys, and look at the doors.
The doors are so nice. The doors are so beautiful.
Oh my God.
Look at, and we even hit all the cords for you on the TV.
See?
Look at that sharp TV.
See? And it talks and everything.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
The shutters, the fans.
The
The clock looks
amazing.
great. And just wait till all of those are white.
Oh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
I can't eat. Oh my gosh. Wow.
When Jackie was here, she also helped me lay out the art in these collages that I was going to be putting up. So that was helpful.
Here it is, the new washer dryer. Hopeful this works. Hopeful. Okay, it looks great. It fits great, but we can't test it because there's something wrong with the breaker. Woohoo! Electrician coming back. Here's the lovely breaker. That white one needs to get replaced. The dryer even has this rack to dry shoes in so that they're not tumbling around. Joyous. Very, very happy with these babies.
There were quite a few things that were on my list now that I needed to buy to add to decorating the place. And of course, I'm always going to start with resale. This is Consignment Classics in Encinitas. That is usually a treasure trove of things. I didn't need a lot of big pieces, but we needed mirrors. And I found this beautiful one for my bathroom in the guest room, which I absolutely love. It was like $30. I also did lay out these photo collages painstakingly. There was a lot of measuring involved to get them right, but I'm happy with how they turned out. Dotto had started another job, but he kept coming and taking some of the cabinets home with him in these drawers, and then he would bring them back. So he was still getting some things done while he was not able to be at our place. I continued shopping resale for a lot of the things that we wanted to add to the place. And this place I loved. It was Consignment Classics, but it had all of these antique shops or little shops that people would do. They could rent out the space. So there was all sorts of amazingly cool things here. And I was able to get so many things for my patios. They had a great selection of plants in the back. Found some wonderful pots. I did a bunch of research on different things that we wanted for mirrors and all sorts of pieces. And I really, really loved poking around this place. I made quite a few trips here over the course of the next couple weeks, researching, looking for things. And this is really going to be one of my staple go-to places for resale from now on. I was so pleasantly surprised with the things I found and the prices and the quality. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, here's the before. And here is the gorgeous after. Woohoo! So much better. New white cabinets.
I mean, don't they look so much better, cleaner, nicer? Wow. This is one of my mother-in-law's paintings that my husband really loves, and we thought we had a really perfect place for it, but we needed to reframe it. So I took it back to the framing place at Consignment Classics and had so much fun picking out a perfect frame for it. I think it just looks so beautiful with this new frame on it, and it has found its perfect spot. A frame really makes a difference, which reminded me that this one probably needed to be reframed so it would pop. Found this gorgeous frame for it, and it just looks so much better now in this space. Really defines it, and a frame is an amazing way to spruce up. I had thrifted this hand-painted bowl years ago, and I really like it, so I decided to put it up on the wall here with the rooster. I think it looks great there. And these are some of the cool pots that I found at Consignment Classics for my little Zen garden that was really shaping up at this point. I could see myself spending some nice time out here in the summer and even winter months. I think I paid less than $100 for all the pots and plants for both of my patios, which I thought was a great price. The cabinets were now painted in both of the bathrooms, and I was able to put up the mirrors and highlight my mid-century modern glass that I have, and I just can't tell you how incredible the difference is.
Look what arrived today! Woo-hoo-hoo. Can't wait to open this up and see how it's going to look here on this nice blank wall with this very strange little contraption that we need to be able to cover up but be able to access easily. So that's what made this such a challenge. But let's see what happens here. Yay! I was 4 years old when these babes were made.
Well, I cannot tell you how pleased I am with how this turned out. I'm going to do a whole video on finding this piece from a place called Fabrication on Instagram. I will be doing that in the next couple weeks because it is the true story of how incredible this vintage community is. But this room now is pretty much finished and it brings a smile to my face. I really, really love how it all turned out. And it's giving me joy, great joy. I needed a lot of things now for a handyman to help do, like put up hooks, hanging up things. So I called on a trusty friend, Ross, that I have used for years, and he came to save the day. We also needed to put the door up for the laundry room area or the washer dryer area. I ordered this on Home Depot's website with the help of Dotto, and then he came in to install it, and it just turned out really perfect right out of the box, which was a nice, nice surprise. As you know, I love doing laundry, and this new washer dryer is really the bomb. We wanted to do the keyless entry for our front door, but we had a little bit of trouble when we tried to do it ourselves, and even our handyman had some trouble with it. So we called a locksmith who came, and that was just what we needed. He did a great job doing that. And now we have so much wonderful tech here to get into our house, including the Ring camera, so we know who's at the door. We also finally put those new thermostats up.
It's Donna's last day, my savior.
August the 15th.
Yay.
Hold on,
And
Donna.
here's Ross. Yay.
Yeah.
For the history.
Yes, there we go. I love it. Thank you guys.
Back to the Kurtz Street Mall to get some more things for my patios to finish those up. And then I really needed a mirror for in front of our fireplace, but it needed to be 42 inches, and I needed it to be a starburst mirror, which is really hard to find online. So I remembered this guy from the last time I went. I texted him, and he had this beauty that he could sell me for a really good price. So I went and picked that up. I think it'll look perfect here on top of the fireplace.
It is Fireplace Installation Day. Woohoo! We've been waiting for a while.
These are the really cool, glittery, icy tiles Jackie picked out for here. And the guy was so great because he measured and then cut all of them at home, so he didn't have to do that in our place, which would have made a big mess. And it was really so fun watching a master like this work. He had to measure everything. There was such detail involved in this, and he had cut everything perfectly. So the entire thing took him like less than half a day of work there. And it was so beautiful to see, especially since I knew this was one of the last pieces of a construction that we needed to do. And at this point, I was pretty much ready for all of this construction to be done. I so love it when someone cleans up after themselves. I've definitely come to appreciate that. And I love how this turned out. Oh my gosh. It's just gonna dry a little bit. I'll put things back and do an after picture. This reminds me of Fire and Ice. We bought these birch fire logs to go in it, and I just love how it turned out. We tried this teal rug, thinking that it might need a pop of color in here, but it's going back. We're going to try just a plain jute rug for here instead. I did buy a rug for in the kitchen, which I like, and then I found these bowls in resale that I kind of like for the table. I'm figuring out really what to put inside of them. Not sure I like this fruit. And I want to redo this cushion for this bench. So I went to one of my favorite fabric stores in Solana Beach, a locally owned one. They have such incredible fabric here. They also have interior designers that will help you out. So I was able to get this great gal. I brought in the fabric for my chairs that are being reupholstered, and we picked out this beautiful herringbone type of a fabric, and we're going to redo this completely, and I think it's just going to look so lovely. I'm going to throw a fur over it. The last thing was Jackie told me that these nightstands weren't the right size, that they needed to be bigger for the king bed. Now, I wouldn't have known that, but now that she said it, I could see that that was the issue. So we looked for a long time on the Macy's website waiting for these to go on sale, which they did. And here they arrived. We bought them in the cream color, and she is absolutely right. I really like how this room is turning out as well. And these bigger nightstands do look better, and it is nice to have a little bit more space for us to put things in and put our books under. So yeah, this is definitely an improvement as well. Jackie has some taller lamps that she's going to give me to replace the ones we have here. And then I think this room will be done, and I love it. I want to put a plant in the corner in the living room, and I couldn't find the right planter. So I bought this one off of Etsy. It's being handmade in Lithuania, and I can't wait for it to arrive. I also commissioned a custom woven lumbar pillow for the couch that's going to tie all the colors in by a woman I follow on Instagram, Jess Feury. It will be a piece of artwork.
Oh wow, it's so much nicer. Oh my god, it looks so great.
Or what, your full-blown critique?
It's like a whole new vibe.
Huh? Look at my Zen garden.
So cute. Oh my gosh. Right?
Yes, yes.
Oh, it's just much more like, oh, that's pretty. This is cool.
See?
I love it.
Well, that's it for this time. Things are definitely coming together, and I have to say we've really been enjoying all of the improvements. It feels like a brand new place to us. We've been home because of COVID during the majority of this time, so having this really nice, much more functional, luxurious space to live in has been fantastic. Now, here is what I'm still waiting for. I'm waiting to have those chairs of mine reupholstered. That is happening on Monday. The fabric came in and Jenna's gonna come pick those up. I am waiting for the top of that bench to be reupholstered in that really cool fabric that we have. I'm waiting for my hairpin plant stand from Lithuania to come in, and I'm waiting to switch out the rug from that teal one, which really was kind of a mistake, to a jute rug. I think that is it. Oh, we're also gonna probably switch out the bar stools, but we're looking for that. But so close. And what I hope to do is next time when all of that is done, I'm gonna do a whole before and after so you can kind of see the dramatic changes and put a wrap on this. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it so much. Until next time, have fun and dress it up a little.